friends! Okay, we're going to do this again. Sorry about earlier with the live video. I basically live in the middle of nowhere, and so I don't have very good internet. But this works. So I don't get to talk to you guys live one-on-one, but I'm super excited to get to talk to you guys today. Kat and Wendy, they wanted me to just share a few things that have really made a difference for me in my business, and so that's what I get to do today. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Nicole Martin. I live in little tiny Evanston, Wyoming, basically the middle of nowhere. Seriously, like I have sagebrush surrounding my whole house, and I live a long ways from anything. I am a homeschool mama to 3 littles, and I have a baby too, so I have 4 kids. We live on a ranch, so I do a lot of like ranch work, and we have cattle and things like that. I have a photography business, and that's basically was my very first goal when I joined Young Living a year ago. I bought a starter kit last February 2015. When I heard a little bit about the business, my thought was, I could just, if I even just made a little bit of extra money so I didn't have to do so many photography sessions, that would be awesome. So that was kind of how I started. I bought my starter kit in February, and I don't even know the timelines. Honestly, that's a whole other video about how I feel about rank and stuff. But just so I do have a teeny bit of credibility. So I hit platinum in 12 months, and I'm like this close to diamond. So I'm really hoping diamond is mine this month, but I also am like, it'll happen when I'm ready. So anyway, so I've been with Young Living about 18 months now. I'm platinum, and I have a team. My team is like, I think we're at like 3,000 people now. So it's just growing, and it's been really an awesome adventure for me. So I just wanted to talk today a little bit about just a couple quick things, because I know your time is valuable. But I just want to talk to you guys about a couple things. First off, when I started Young Living, like I said, my goal was just to make enough money to be able to supplement a little bit of my photography income. So I think I had set my sights on silver for sure, because I wanted the aroma complete, and I thought if I could hit gold, that would be like my dream rank. And it was just simply for more freedom to be a stay-at-home mom, but actually be a stay-at-home mom. Because even in my photography business, I would go do sessions, and then I would just be on the computer all the time and be up all night long editing, and then I was really grumpy in the morning, and so it was not the life that I had wanted. So as I hit those ranks, as I surpassed those ranks, obviously my paycheck grew, and some things were set into motion for us that like doors opened up and dreams and things that we had never really anticipated before. What do you need?
I need some socks.
Okay, in the basement.
Can I borrow some of yours?
I don't have any. So basically, I have felt since I even bought my starter kit, I have felt like I'm a religious person. So if you're not, it's totally okay. But if you are a religious person, you'll understand this when I say I have felt like I've had a calling in this business from the very beginning. I feel like my speedy growth and my success has all been because of this calling that I have. So it's definitely not about the money. The money has been a blessing for sure, because it's given me more freedom to do things. But the freedom has also been to give more service to others, to do things like this where I have a few minutes where I can help, help others, inspire others, motivate others, just tell them it's okay. Like you're doing okay, because I promise you are. And it's not a race, and we're all on our own journey here. So anyway, the freedom from it has been a blessing, because I truly feel that that's how God wants us to live. I feel like He wants us to really enjoy life, and that we're not really meant to be working like my husband works in the oil field, and sometimes he's gone, you know, and works like 80-hour weeks. And I just don't feel like that is the life God wants for us. So rank advancing and raises and things like that, they are blessings in so many ways, more than just financially, because they offer freedom for you to do other things too. We've had a lot of opportunities because of the financial growth that we've been able to support some friends. We're sponsoring 2 kids now with the Young Living Foundation. We've just been on had some really good things on our hearts that we wanted to take part in. And so we've been able to do that. And I feel like I've said, and I will say it 100 times, is I feel like I've had a higher purpose with this. And so, you know, find your why, find your purpose, and then just run at it as hard as you can. Because that has been my success, honestly, is really awesome. Like, it feels good and I'm happy for it. But what's been the best part is watching all these other people that we've been able to help, or all these people on my team that have had really huge blessings because of this business, and things like that. And I would take that over my personal stuff anytime. So anyway, I just wanted to start off with that. I want to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, because we all want success. That's why we're here. So how do you make this work, and how do we simplify it, and how do we fit it into our lives, right? So I've created this cycle to teach my team. And because this business over and over and over again is truly just, it is like a full circle. You start at one place and you end up at the end, and you have to start over at number 1 again, or you'll find yourself in a slump. The other thing is, I see people all the time doing tons of really awesome things, but the things that they're doing are almost like they're time wasters because they are not income producing. So this is the wheel of success that I stick to for myself. This is what I teach my team, and I hope that this will be something maybe that resonates with some of you if you're feeling overwhelmed. Print this, hang it up, and just refer to it every day when you're just wondering what you need to do, okay? Number 1, obviously, is we have to share. So we've bought our own kit, and the next step is to share. You will notice on here, it doesn't say be salesy, or it doesn't say anything like that. It says share, because that's how we talk to people, and that's when we love something anyway, it's just a natural reaction to want to share it with everyone around us. So the first step is to share. If you're not doing step number 1 and sharing, these other things are not going to happen for you. So if you have not sold a kit, then you're probably needing to step up number 1. Now, this is all social media or in-person classes, or whatever your choice of sharing is. Just make sure you're doing it correctly and the most effectively. So number 1 is share. Share your love of the oils, share your love of Young Living, just share. And then the cycle will just move forward automatically to step 2, because when you share something you say, someone's going to connect with you, and they are going to want to join you. And so they're going to want what you're talking about. And so selling a kit is easy. It just comes, it's the step 2, but it will only come after you do step 1. So you'll sell a kit. So lots of people, after they sell a kit, they try and skip like over here to the business or essential rewards or something, and you can't do that. You got to follow these steps and go all the way around the circle to get the most effective use out of, you know, this whole cycle, and to make sure that the steps are falling in place for your customer. So you've sold the kit. Number 3, you need to be a good product educator for them. You need to teach them why we need the oils in our lives. And a lot of that can go back in here to number 1, but you have to go to step 3 and give them product education. Add them to, and number 4, they both go hand in hand. Teach them how to use their kit, open the kit with them, talk to them about each oil individually, listen to them with what they are trying to accomplish with purchasing the kit in their lives. Help them to get the most out of it. We don't want people purchasing kits and leaving them on their shelves. We want to help them. We want them to have all the benefits, and we want them to be healthy. And So for my team, we do a 10-day challenge. We give them a 10-day graphic that gets them using their kit in the 10 days, teaches them how to implement them into their lives, and then get them plugged into the oil discussion groups. Happy Oil Discussion's a great one. So you would get them in whatever Facebook oil discussion group you have. If you have your own team one, that's fine. And from there, those two things you have to do 100%. Because if you don't do those, again, you cannot skip over here. Nobody's going to want to get on a auto ship of something they don't even know how to use. They're just not going to. You are never going to want to get, that's like me wanting to get on like some sort of those fit auto ships, the FabFit auto ships where they send you like all this workout stuff. Okay, well, I should work out more, but I don't. So why would I subscribe to something like that I'm not going to use? That's why these are key. You cannot go from 1 to 5, from 2 to 6. It just doesn't work. So start with the kit. You help those people out. Once they realize all the ways personally they can plug the oils into their lives and the products and the supplements, the beauty products, whatever it is, this will be a no-brainer. Essential Rewards is such a smooth transition from this to this when you do these two things in between. So it just makes sense for them because they see the value in the products and then they're like, how do I get more? And that's when you just say, you not only can get more, but you also get rewards. This is the best way to do it. And they're like, okay, sweet. They take their wish list, they plug it in, they're on rewards, and you have just helped them set up the most bang for their buck. Now, sometimes from here, this isn't applicable. They just aren't interested. And so they'll just come back to number 1. This is where it gets fun though, because lots of people I hear it all the time. I don't want to sell. I don't want to do the business. I just want to use the products for my family. I'm always like, okay, sweet, no problem. But lots of times they go here to start number 1 and don't even realize it. And they share with a cousin, aunt, uncle, neighbor, somebody, coworker. And then they'll come to you and be like, okay, they want to sell a kit. Now what do I do? And you just teach them how to go through this. So sometimes this isn't actually the following step for them. They might just skip over here and get an accidental paycheck and not even know it. But then that's where you'll just complete the cycle. Lots of times when people are on Essential Rewards, you can talk to them about just earning their oils for free, and that Young Living sends a thank you check for every kit that's sold. And that's a lot of what people are interested in, is simply trying to sell 1 or 2 kits a month to just get their Essential Rewards paid for. And if that's the case, they're going to be starting to do step 6 without even realizing they're really doing step 6. The accidental paychecks make believers every time. So you will go around the cycle, you'll get to 6. Pretty soon you're going to have a big team here. Let me just shut my door so you guys don't hear World War X. No, you're not. Okay, so this is the part that some people get stuck on. They have these new business people, and they just sit and focus on number 6 here, and they never really realize that number 7 is so key, and that you have to keep going and start back here, or all you're going to end up doing is stuck on step 6, and you will never keep growing your business, and then you stop selling kits, and because you're not doing this, your cycle can't start over again with other people. I see it most of the time when people hit executive, they start doing leadership activities, which is awesome, but they forget that even when you're Royal Crown Diamond, you still have to be going around the cycle constantly, or you're going to be stale. You're going to stop growing your business. You're not teaching your leaders and your new downline how to duplicate, because you're not doing the cycle yourself. So this is a lot of places that I see people just stop the cycle, and they're like, I don't sell kits anymore. I used to sell them all the time. I'm stuck. I can't move forward. Well, it's because they've skipped 7 and they've never gone back to step 1 and go around and around and around. And I've done this myself every single time. I can promise you, if I feel like my ER percent is dropping, it's because I've tried to skip over these. If I'm not selling kits, it's because I'm not doing number one. If I'm only concentrating on my people, I'm not selling kits over here. You have got to go around the cycle, around and around and around. And it truly, I promise you, is only these 7 simple things. The teaching how to duplicate more than anything is just by example. Seriously. The more your people see you doing these 6 things, they will do the 7th themselves. You're teaching them, it's sort of like parenting. Your kids watch more what you do than listen. And that's a lot of how just having a team is. A lot of times they'll listen and you'll be able to help them, those people that are interested in listening. But sometimes truly just your actions speak louder than words, and they'll do more what you're doing rather than doing what you're saying. So I hope this makes sense to all of you guys. I will post this in the comments so you can all have the visual to, let me come back here. So you guys will all have the visual to hang up and just refer back to it and teach it to your own teams for sure. It's been one of the best things that I've figured out, and lots of people just try and reinvent the wheel and make things different and make things better. But every single time, if you just strip all of like the fluff away, that's the bare bones of it, and it will always be that way. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm really excited. I will watch in the comments for questions since I didn't get to do a live video. And I'm really excited to visit with you guys, and I hope this helps. And anyway, I'm excited to keep chatting. So see you.